Yo, it's your boy Santo with the Rebellion 5 out here at the Tucson Comic Con. Man, you having a good day? You having a good time, man?
I am having a dandy time because there are three things in life that matter most: cinnamon, toast, and crunch.
I agree with that. And we're just out here living our life, making sure we win these little debates to put the dirt under the rug, you know?
We speaking to a certain somebody. They know who they are.
Hey, I just want to ask you a question. Have you ever seen EXO cry?
I've never seen him cry, but this is what I planned on seeing.
This sounds like a jumping. I thought we agreed ain't gonna be no jumping.
Hey, look, man, so we gonna go on, we gonna talk to some people, man, chop it up and see what we got going. The crowd here is, man, everybody seems to be very cool. You know what I'm saying? Very talkative here. Let's go on out here. What's going on here? If you don't know, my son is a newly deemed Pokemon trainer. And I know this is very important to him. And also this is going to be, this is serious. So this is going to be in posterity. So son, when you see this, know that I'm going to get this, I'm going to buy this for you, right? And I'm gonna buy another 25 or 35 like this throughout your life. And I want my money back. You hear me? I want my money back. All right, when I'm old, don't put me in no, listen, I'm getting you this now.
You talking about don't put me in no home.
No nursing homes.
Hello there.
No nursing homes. Okay?
Because of that.
Because of this.
Okay.
All right, man.
You just pleaded for your life.
I just pleaded for my life.
As you can see, the community out here showing love. We got Tribal Force, and I will say this, it feels real good to see some melanated people with their own storyline. So we fucking with that.
Hey, this is Bobby with the Rebellion 5, and who do I have with me today?
My name is Jon Proudstar. I'm the creator of Tribal Force.
Okay, so Jon Proudstar. So I'm from I might not look like it, but I'm from the late 70s, early 80s. So I know who Jon Proudstar is in Marvel Comics. So I know who that is. For those of y'all don't know, it's Thunderbird. He's part of the original new version of the X-Men. He's from Arizona, right? Yeah, possessed superhuman strength, speed, agility, senses. He was basically just a badass dude. He could track you down, slap you. Having said that, tell me about some of your inspirations and like the things you were reading growing up.
Oh my God. I grew up on Conan the Barbarian, Neil Adams' Batman, Spider-Man, X-Men. They all had a huge effect on me, which led me to this. You know, X-Men especially, I'd always wanted to do a group book, but with native characters, because they never do us right. You know, as minorities, they always have the stereotypical view of us, and the stories don't quite fit who we are and where we come from. You know, and if it's not coming from us, it just ain't right.
No, I understand that. But let me go deeper. So when you had the opportunity to do this, what was the number one thing you wanted to make sure that you got across with this book?
That our stories have been here for thousands of years. Our heroes have existed, you know, thousands of years before Superman and Batman. And a lot of the stories they took from our culture and whitewash them. So we want to educate the people and let them know that this is where we came from. We came from a kingdom. We were mapping the galaxies when the Europeans were still crapping in the corners. We're a magnificent people, and our youth need to know that. It's important for our youth to know that, whether you're Native American or African American. We both came from kingdoms, man. And great and beautiful people and culture. And my hope is that we eventually return to that greatness.
We've been having not so much a debate, but like a discussion about representation. And like a lot of times we talk about, because it does feel like they just throw this guy in there to make everybody happy, but that's not the point. Like I feel like people would be more satisfied if you told their story. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, you got this guy, yeah, he's from here, you know that, but where is he from? That's what matters. Like, if it were Braveheart or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it does matter, because when you're from an area, or you tell the character is from Arizona or from Tucson, then my tribe, the Pascoyaki Pueblo, who are here in Tucson, or the Tohono O'odham Nation, they can relate to that. It's just like saying, where black characters are from. You guys get empowered by that when you're like, hey, that guy's from my neighborhood. Or that character, or he's just like my uncle. That means something to us. Those are pathways to success for us that we've never had. Unfortunately, the, Anglo-Saxons, the Europeans, they've owned all those pathways. Now we're starting to claim them, get them back for our kids, for our youth, to show them, this is the greatness that's within you. It's there. You just got to bring it out. But there has to be a way for them to utilize it. If not, that's what you end up with: gang members and murders and breaking the law, because there are no pathways to utilize that intellect, the brain power, the moxie that we have. I'm sorry, when you're a person of color, you're a target. That's how I was raised. My family, my dad made that very, indelible impression on me. It's like they're afraid of you. They're afraid of us. And especially if you grow your hair long or if you look traditional, they're terrified of that. So I'm just trying to educate the world that nothing to be afraid of. Just stay out of our way,
Exactly. Yeah, so tell us about Tribal Force. Tell us about the team, the characters, the background.
Well, the story starts off with a little girl named Nita. She's half Pascoyaki and half Navajo. Pascoyaki, that's the tribe that's here in Tucson? Yeah. All right. That's my tribe. Oh, man.
See?
So yeah. And she's getting these superpowers, and she calls out to this god, Thunder Eagle. And when Thunder Eagle comes to this planet, he helps her find these other kids, these youth that have been, gifted with these powers.
Okay.
So he's going to try and train them to become this superhero team. And he's got this Aztec warrior that's literally from 500 years ago named Jaguar Knight, who's going to help them out. But they're being hunted down by the government while they're trying to become this superhero team.
Okay, so Thunder Eagle, what are some of his attributes?
He's a god. He's a war god. He likes to fight. He's good at it. He's strong. He's impervious. He's somewhat. Yeah. He's an amalgam of these heroes that used to come down and test warriors back in the day. These stories about like Hiawatha, who would come down and test warriors, and if they could beat him, he would work for their tribe for a whole year. He would serve their tribe, basically. So it's based on that. The symbol on his chest is from the ghost dance. It's an actual symbol from the Paiute medicine man, Wavoka. And all the characters are from different tribes. He's Hunkpapa Sioux, like I said, Pascoyaki and Navajo. He's Kwakiutl, Aztec. And we're going to have, representation from different tribes, but their costumes all reflect authenticity. So when they go to their elders, they'll be able to show them, and the elders will be like, yeah, that's from our tribe. That actually means something to us.
Yeah. And when you say that, like, there's nothing more, I feel like there's nothing more important than being able to look to your ancestors, because that's where you come from, and that's who you are, really. And for them to like for these kids, because it's really, it's not even about like a team aspect, right? It's about a family aspect. Yeah. That's what you're trying to get across?
Totally. That's what the X-Men was. The X-Men was bringing these people from different nationalities and everything, but at their core, they all shared the fact they were mutants.
Okay.
And it's like, hey, we're a family. We have to have each other's backs. And usually kids who are put into the foster care system and things like that, that's the one unifying factor they have. It's like, doesn't matter what you are. You don't have a family, I don't have a family. Guess what? We're family now. Okay. We're going to take care of each other. But it's also to unify all the tribes. We want our tribes to unify. We want us to look after each other's tribes, not compete for casino money, gaming money. If another tribe is in strife, we want to, and if a tribe can afford, we should help them. And that's happening now through the Indian gaming community. So, it's all good.
Man, that's awesome. So, can you tell me a little bit about the artist who did this work for you?
His name's Chris Williams, an amazing artist, super talented. He's African American. And there's times when people are like, oh, why didn't you get a Native American to draw the book? Trust me, I looked. And when I couldn't find, I said, okay, I'm just going to look for the best artist. And Chris was it. And Jake Eisenberg, who does the inks, incredible inks. Okay. And Chris he's amazing. I mean, for an African American young man to take Native American imagery and be able to utilize it in the way that's respectful and cool, and then take my direction and change things within an hour or two. Yeah. Very professional. I mean, Chris is going to go a long way in this industry. He's an amazing professional artist.
Yeah. Like when I see this, I get the feel of old like X-Force. Yes. Kinda, I get that vibe. That's what it gives me a little bit, man. And like we were talking about it when you brought the pamphlet over. Like, man, we got to get over there and talk to Jon. So where can we pick up? Like, where can anyone pick up your material?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a Kickstarter soon. If you go to machinecomics.com, and that's comics with an X, you can sign up. You'll get information about the Kickstarter. We're going to be releasing 2 issues simultaneously. These are some of the covers to the issues. And all the money we're making here goes directly to the book, getting the book produced, paying the artists to do this. I don't make any money on it. Someday, maybe.
Yeah, it's the love, man. And you can see, like, this one from talking to you and you telling me the story and how much, you put into the story and the artwork. I mean, look, man, I appreciate seeing this. I really do, because there's, because representation, like they say, it's cliche, but, it is important, because everybody wants to see themselves in their true light, and that's important.
Yeah, well, we haven't had that as minorities. It's been rare for us. As when I was young, we kind of grifted toward the black celebrities and actors. TV shows like Good Times, What's Happening, Shaft. They're like, he's only a shade away from us, so we're gonna accept him as our hero. Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee was a small Chinese man, but he was different. He wasn't, European. It was just, and minorities tend to gravitate towards that. But now, both our people, we're being able to create our heroes finally, and it feels good. It feels so cool to see a young person, a kid, look at my heroes and want to dress up like that and be that for Halloween. And like when Black Panther came out and you saw all young African American kids with the Black Panther hands, I mean, that just warmed my heart, man.
All right, so Jon, we don't want to take up too much of your time, man, but you got any parting words for us or anything like that, man?
Somebody trying to start.
In the beginning, I was scared because I didn't think anybody would want to see this. I didn't think our stories were that important, but they are. They really are. And even though you live in an area, if you live in the city, people in the desert find your stories interesting. If you live in the desert, people in the city find your stories interesting. All because you're around it 24/7 doesn't mean it's not interesting. You're the caretaker of those stories. You're the tour guide. There's people out there that don't know what your life is about. you have to be the tour guide to that story and let everyone know, hey, this is what we're doing, this is who I am, this is why my people are the way they are, and just do it. It's you or somebody else.
Hey, Jon, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you taking the time, man. Hey.